Hey, good morning. Good morning. Jessica Ram Foster. I'm a neuro performance coach. Welcome to Wednesday warm-up. I am not home. My morning did not go as planned. And so I'm out for a walk and I'm going to talk, and I'm actually going to do some neuro drills while I walk. So these Wednesday little neuro warm-ups are designed to, get me to do some work on my own body because these are crazy times and fitting it in is hard. And then also just to share some of the tips and tools I've learned from Z Health, performance, using neurology, the lens of neurology to look at the body. But one of the things I am the most passionate about is how to fit it in to my life so that I don't have to feel like I need to set aside time every day to quote unquote work out. And so this actually, I'm just going to take this as a perfect opportunity to do just that. I'm not home. I'm not going home, but I'm here, right here on this street, and I'm walking. So I have 5 minutes. I have 10 minutes. I am just going to walk. And while I do it, I'm going to do some vision drills and maybe some vestibular drills. Walking itself is a vestibular drill. You are moving through the world. Your vestibular system lives inside your inner ear and is your onboard GPS navigation system. So it's telling you which direction is up and where you're going. So I'm going this way, and that is up. So, it's a start. Some days we take what we've got. In any case, couple things about vision. So I have a phone right here, nice and close, and I have lots of things off in the distance. So I'm actually going to start off with some near-far drills. And if you're seated, you're not out walking for some reason randomly today, you can do these seated, and then you can try them when you're walking later. So you can use your thumb, you can use anything that's sort of within arm distance as a near-far target. So I'm going to use my phone, and then I'm going to pick random things. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Hi, that's a nice dog. Random things in my field of vision here. So I'm just going to shift my eyes from my camera to the tree, camera, tree, camera, tree, camera, tree, camera, tree, camera, tree. Now, I'm not reassessing anything today because I'm walking. But that is a really great vision drill and something we should be able to do fairly easily. I want to go as quickly as I can, but as slowly as I need to in order to make sure that the things I'm looking at are clear. And you can do this just sort of, by looking at random things as you're walking. That mailbox is closer than that tree. And I can start to, it should just be automatic, but when you add a little bit of awareness to it, it becomes it's a really great education for first of all, your thalamus, the part of your brain that sort of is a gatekeeper for all information that comes to consciousness. But it's also, it can become a little bit more challenging because you're asking your brain to do something really specific. So bird, truck, and it can be in all different ranges of motion too. But now I'm going to get a little bit more specific. So I'm actually going to pick something to my left and something to my right. And I'm going to make sure my head is still facing front, right? So if I keep this here in front, cool. And now I'm going to go left, tree, right, flower, left, tree, right, brick, left. I don't know what that is, knobby thing, right. Ooh, that's interesting. Cool. Left, car light, right, mailbox. You get the drift, right? I'm just kind of shifting my eyes left and right, which, when I start doing it a little more quickly, becomes fairly challenging. You can start off again as slow as you need to make sure you're really landing on a target. Now I'm going to do up and down. I'm going to do something in my midline. Midline vertical eye movements can be really great for calming things down, and a bunch of other, and it helps with things like bilateral movement, midline stability. So I have a tree and a car tire, I'm going to jump my eyeballs up and down and 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 up and down. Again, you can do all of these seated. The walking adds a really interesting load to it though, because I have to work a little bit harder to stabilize my eyes as I'm doing this. And I think I'm gonna turn around and go back this way. So yes, I love doing these things. And this is just something so I can incorporate my vision work while I'm out for a walk, feeding two birds with one hand. Lovely. I'm gonna do some now with my head moving. So now I'm moving more into a vestibular drill, specific vestibular drill. Again, my head is already moving. But so I'm gonna keep my eyes on a target off in the distance. And I'm actually gonna start to move my head side to side while I walk, trying to keep that target clear. Again, go as slow as you need to keep that target clear, but as fast as you can to stimulate those inner ear canals. That's challenging for me. I'm tired. There may be a little more extra challenge because of that, but that was good. I liked that a lot. Now I'm gonna do a vertical head movement. So again, I have my eyes on my target off in the distance and my head is going up and down, trying to keep the phone stable while I stay upright is also an extra load, but there you go. I'm gonna do some diagonals. I'm just gonna move my head diagonally while I look at that target, and that is a really interesting challenge for Jessica today. Cool. Now I'm gonna do the other diagonal. Whoops, that's not right. There it is. Okay. Ooh. Novel stimulus. I've never done this before. Huh. I might not have opted to do this on camera. I known it was going to be that hard for me. That was really interesting. But I liked that. I liked that a lot. So again, these are just some really cool little vision and visual things that you can start, visual and vestibular drills you can start to add into walking, running errands or walking the dog, or, just finding ways to get them in, get these drills in. I'm going to, let's do something more physically related for the couple minutes I have left. I'm actually just gonna walk backwards. So, walking is a vestibular drill. My utricles knew I was moving forward. I am now working my utricles backwards. Now my brain has a new direction it's pointing. Also, assuming there are no cars coming up behind me, this is an amazing injury prevention exercise because most of us don't know what's behind us. It's like the only world we know is what we can see in front of us. And a lot of injuries happen when people actually step backwards and don't know how to map their body back there. So something as simple as just walking backwards can be a really great way for your brain to start to acknowledge that there is in fact a three-dimensional world out there, and that we have the capacity to move into it. So that's feeling pretty good. You can also just change and go sideways. Suddenly a nice, interesting workout for my inner and outer thighs, and lateral movement of my head through space. I'm gonna go this way. Woo! Now I've gone in all four directions. So, I'm gonna go backwards. As you can see, I had 10 minutes and a road and the inclination and a little bit of background knowledge in my brain to know that I could actually really maximize this time and get my body warmed up and ready for the day. Garbage cans. I didn't know they were packed there. Not in my map. I'm okay. In any case, I hope that this is something that everyone can start to incorporate into their life. It can be as simple as, can I just move my eyes to different targets and think about it for the first time? Can I move my head in interesting directions while I'm walking? It can be as simple as, maybe I'll look up at the world around me while I'm walking. Different angles of the head. I am all for making this as simple and as user-friendly as is humanly possible. because that's the only way I'm going to do it. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will look forward to next Wednesday with you. And until then, be well. Bye.